Hey everybody, welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a G.I Joe Classified series, and this is the Tiger Force Bazooka. There is his full name on the bottom here. It's David L. Bazooka Katzenbogen. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I can't really remember, but I'm just going to go with it. So we get a closer look at some artwork on the front here. Man, this guy looks awesome. Looks like a beefed up, muscular Freddie Mercury. Love the stash, man. Classic. Has some awesome artwork on the side here. We have the same Tiger Force design on the back. He is number 54 in the series. Like we see with all these classifieds, here's the symbol on the side. You guys can look these up on the Hasbro website if you want to find out what this guy specializes in. Other than that, nothing on the top here, just number 54, G.I Joe symbol. We have our barcode and all that good stuff on the bottom. That's pretty much it for packaging. We'll be right back with this guy out of the packaging so we can get a closer look. Alright everybody, we have Bazooka outside of the package. This guy comes with quite a few accessories too, like we're used to with this classified line. So right off the bat, we're going to start with his helmet. Fantastic design in the helmet. Looks cool. Pretty clean paint application on this one overall. Love it. And we have 4 of these rocket propelled grenades. These are all the same. Look pretty cool. And we have his backpack as well. It actually reminds me of the old school G.I. Joes. These kind of fit down and snap into place, which is good, man, because remember Major Blood? We would put his rockets on the back and they used to slip out and were actually a pain in the butt to get them to stay in. But with this one, they actually fit in nice and snug, clips in. Fantastic. Awesome design. And last 4 accessories, obviously Bazooka gotta come with a bazooka. This little piece comes off here. We can actually slide some of these inside if we really wanted to put them in there. You see that it's hollow there going all the way through. But then we have this little piece here which actually ports in, covers it over. We see the cool little strap on this as well. I know the strap is a little bit stiff. It is painted a different color. You can see the padding on the side there is painted as well. I'm sure there's a purpose and it's probably not actually called padding, but that's what I'm calling it for right now. But yeah, pretty cool. I don't like this little piece. It actually comes off really easy. Way too easy for my liking. Should be clipping in here, but it's not for whatever reason. It almost looks like it's broken or something, but maybe it's broken. It was like that when I took it out of the package, but yeah. Either way, still pretty cool. Alright, let's get a closer look at Bazooka. And like most of these G.I. Joe Classifieds, man, fantastic head sculpts, fantastic face sculpts on these. We can see the cool detail in his eyes. The black paint for his hair is a tad bit messy. His lips and mustache, eyebrows, and all that good stuff are painted nice clean. Pretty cool detail in his eyes. Other than that, we get down to his body. All that stuff is painted nice and clean. All the lines going around are pretty decent. The paint's a little bit blotchy in a few places there, or missing a little bit of blue paint, and the lines don't really line up. But other than that, man, still looks pretty good. 14 on the front there is painted nice and clean. Then we get down to his belt. We got the buckle and everything painted. The belt is a separate piece, which is pretty cool. We can move it around, adjust it, whatever you need to do with it. And then we get down to his pants. The tiger stripes are painted pretty decent. Same thing with Recondo, though. We can see a little bit of green showing through on his pants. I don't know what it is, man, with my iPhone. Every time there's white or yellow, I always get this glare off my phone. And I change my lighting up so many times, but it just keeps happening to me. But yeah, I always get this reflection with my iPhone. I don't know why, but it's a pain in the butt, man, when I'm trying to do reviews. And then we get down to his boots, and like I said, a little bit of detail in his boots, all the same color. Plus no straps or anything like that painted, no buckles painted. Just a solid piece of brown plastic. I still think this guy looks pretty fantastic overall. Hasbro did a good job on this one. His collar going around here is nice and clean as well. I think we pretty much covered everything for a closer look. Let's go over articulation. As always, heat these guys up. It's well worth your time to heat these up before you start doing a lot of poses with these. A few people are actually complaining that these are breaking. Take a few seconds, soak in a bit of hot water, put a hair dryer on it, whatever you got to do to loosen these guys up. His head is pretty restricted going back. Only goes back this far, goes down this far. Then you get some side to side and your full rotation. For his neck actually goes down this far, back this far. Don't really get much from side to side. The neck on this guy is massive. As his arms go up this far, you get a full rotation going all the way around. There's a butterfly joint there as well that goes back this far, forward this far, so you get a little bit of range motion out of that. There's a bicep swivel. You have double jointed pinless elbows, which is fantastic. Didn't have the issue with Recondo, but this one we can see that the skin tone is not matched up very well at all. This side's matched up pretty decent, but when we get over to this side, man, it just kind of stands out really bad actually. So not impressed with this. But even on front there too, you can see that this hinge is way different color than this hinge over here. A little bit of a downer, but at the same time, still pretty excited to have this guy. His wrists go up and down, and this side over here goes up and down as well. There's no ab crunch on this one, but we actually get a ball joint on top here. That goes back this far, forward this far. You get some side to side, and there's a full rotation. Going to be very careful with this one. I don't want to rub off the paint on the 14 there. Not really going to be posing this one around after the review anyways. Like all these G.I. Joes, there is a ball joint on the bottom here. We get a little bit of range of motion out of that. It goes back this far. Very restricted going forward. A little bit of side to side, and you do get a full rotation here. For his legs, we do get a complete split, which are fantastic. Love the articulation. Go forward this far. Go back this far. Pop his legs down for more added articulation if you're not familiar with this classified line. So pretty awesome. We do get a upper thigh cut. We do have double jointed pin knees on this one. So no pinless joints on the bottom part of his body. There is a boot cut, and his ankles go back this far, forward this far, and you get your full rotation out of the rocker there. So overall, pretty standard articulation. I say standard, but standard for G.I. Joes, but compared to a lot of other figures, I think these guys have the perfect amount of articulation. Alright, so let's start popping on some accessories. Let's pop his backpack on. Let's pop on his helmet. Fantastic. Here he is with his full accessories, fully decked out with his backpack and his rocket propelled grenades on the back here. His bazooka, ready to rock and roll. Alright, let's do a few comparisons here. We can see I already got some in the background here ready to go. Here we have him next to the Tiger Force Outback, Tiger Force Recondo, and a Cobra Viper. We can see that Bazooka is a tad bit taller than Recondo. Recondo is pretty much one of the shortest ones that I've unboxed so far. Bazooka is a tad bit taller than Cobra Viper, and just a tad bit taller than Outback. One of the main things with this guy is built like a fridge, man. Just a thick, beefy build overall. This guy's just massive. He has big arms on him. Look at the size of his arms compared to Recondo's. Even Outback, man. Outback's a big dude, but we can see that Bazooka is a lot bigger. The overall size is accurate on this one. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up our unboxing and figure review. Overall, I'm going to give this guy a solid 9 out of 10. Fantastic figure overall. Love the accessories. Paint application on this one is pretty solid, like minor paint flaws here and there, but nothing really crazy that actually takes away from the overall appearance of the figure. The only other negative thing I could say is that one of his elbow joints, the hinges, don't really match up at all. It's a different color plastic compared to his arms, and it's a different color plastic compared to his other elbow. So that kind of throws off the figure a little bit, but most of us don't really pose our figures facing backwards anyway, so you're not really going to pick up on it a whole lot. Overall, I think 9 out of 10 is a pretty decent score for the G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Bazooka. Very happy to have this guy in my collection, and man, I gotta say, as of right now, this is my favorite line to collect. Haven't been disappointed yet. The only thing I'm disappointed is I passed on his tank. I didn't order his tank, and I've been regretting it ever since. Maybe one day I'll pay triple the price, but maybe one day I'll have one for my collection. So that's it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, what you think of our review, and what you think of our score. If you guys had to rate this one out of 10, what would you give them? And if you guys liked our review, don't forget to hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button as well. As always, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting, stay safe, and go buy some toys.